Back here at the Sir Motors Car Show. This is Sundays with the Saugerties Stallions. Nearing the end of today's episode, but we're joined by a couple more pitchers, Griffin Davis out of Georgia Southern and Henry Funaro out of UMass Lowell. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Thank you all for having us, guys.
What's your experience been like so far with the Stallions?
I've enjoyed it very much. I haven't had any trouble at all. The host family's great. Hinchy and his family, they take very good care of us. The coaching staff, everybody. It's been very enjoyable so far.
I think you can't beat it here. Experience has been awesome. Like the way everyone treats us, the community is really involved in it. So it's been awesome. I can't complain at all.
Now, coming from Georgia Southern, you had Zach Strickland here last summer, coming back in this year. Noah Searcy was here last summer. Did you guys talk about Saugerties? Did you have expectations coming into this summer?
Oh, absolutely. After talking with Strick and Searcy about last summer, just the summer that they had, they enjoyed it so much. They loved it, and I couldn't be more excited to come up here this summer and kind of share the same experience that they had last summer. So I was really pumped up about getting up here.
And what are some of the big things that you guys are trying to work on this summer in Saugerties?
One thing that I'm trying to work on, I'm just trying to get back in the groove of thing. Coming back from Tommy John surgery, that's been hard. But being able to get back out and play the game, it's been awesome. So that's one thing that I've just been trying to get back in the groove of things and get everything back right. So.
What have you been trying to work on this summer?
My goal for the summer was just to come out and throw strikes, work on throwing strikes, because that's something I struggled with this spring, and just be competitive again and help the team win.
And we've asked this to pretty much all the pitchers, but obviously you're getting coached by Jeff Foshing, who's just fresh out of college. What is it like, having him, a guy who's he's very in with the game right now, and he knows what he's talking about. What has that been like?
I think Jeff is going to be a really good pitching coach someday. He's very knowledgeable, and he's a good communicator, and I think the future's really bright for him. I think he's going to be a really successful coach someday.
Yeah, I agree. He's like Henry said, he knows a lot about the game. He knows how the body works and how everything's supposed to be. And he's been very good, but very impressive so far. And I just wish the best for him.
And Henry, for you, you've been named on a couple of occasions PGCBL Pitcher of the Night. You've had some really good outings out there. What's been working for you on the mound this season?
I've been just trying to be as competitive as possible, and I've been coming in late game roles where it's a tight game. I'm just trying to help us win the game, so I'm just trying to throw strikes and just get outs and help us win games.
You mentioned earlier that you struggled a little bit this past season at UMass Lowell with your control. This season you've been lights out, like Dave just mentioned. What has been the biggest difference between the spring and the summer?
I think I just needed to hit the reset button. It's good to just be in a new place, new team, new atmosphere, zeros in the stats and stuff like that, and just hit a reset button and clear my head and just start pitching again like I know I can.
What's been the dynamic with the team? Because it seems, at least from our vantage point, you guys are really all very close with each other.
Yeah, I think, coming in, we were all just kind of getting to know each other and everything. And once it clicked, we all just kind of came together and started playing really good baseball, and we got to know each other a lot better. It's been very fun, getting to know these guys and getting to know their backgrounds and everything. We come from different parts of the country, so it's good to have different backgrounds, kind of come together as one.
And Colin Martin kind of had a connection to bring you to Saugerties. Had you heard anything about Saugerties before this summer? Do you know anything about the Stallions at all?
I hadn't heard much. We had a guy play here a couple years ago. I talked to him a little bit when I found out I was coming, but it was kind of like a last-second deal. But our pitching coach is really good friends with Colin. He worked with him in the past, and he told me all good things, and I trusted him, and it's all worked out so far.
And Griffin, for you, living up here in the north, now obviously you play your summer ball down, or your collegiate ball down in the south, but is this your first extended period of time living up in the north and playing up here?
Oh, absolutely. This is furthest north that I've been. So I didn't know kind of what to expect coming up here, but the town and the people and the way the community's involved is kind of a lot like back home. So it's a good atmosphere to be in. I loved every second of it so far. So I'm really excited to get through the rest of the summer and see what it has in store.
Is it comforting for you to have those Georgia Southern teammates, but also a head coach in Colin Martin, who's from down near your neck of the woods?
Yeah, absolutely. Having Strick and Led up here, it's kind of a little piece from back home. Kind of a couple guys that I've already known coming into this, so it made me a little bit more comfortable. getting to know everybody and everything. And then, Colin, back home, he's from Florida. So, just being able to share some of the same things we have in common, get to talk about that, it was really comforting knowing all that. So.
All right, so we're at a car show. I give you $5 million. What's your dream car? What car are you buying? Any car in the world.
I'd buy a 2019 Subaru Outback, just a newer version of my car.
That's what my dad just bought that car, so good choice.
Good choice. Wow.
I'm gonna have to go with the kit car from the show. Back in the day, my mom grew up watching that, and she showed it to me whenever I was growing up. And I don't know, every now and then I'll just think about that car and like all the things that it could do. I just think it'd be cool to have that car and just ride around town with it. So.
Well, I think the Subaru might be the most out there car that we've had anyone mention today, but I'm sure one day you'll be making enough money to afford one. That's not a doubt in my mind. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having
us.
Thanks, guys.
Get a couple more guys on. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.